Bartica resident fined $200,000 for DUI. Leandro Torres, a 30-year-old resident of Bartica, has been fined $200,000 after pleading guilty to driving under the influence of alcohol, DUI. The charge was laid under Section 39A(1) of the Motor Vehicle and Road Traffic Act, Chapter 51:02, as amended by Act No. 17 of 2022. Torres appeared before Magistrate Tariq Mohammed in the Bartica Magistrate Court on Friday. After the charge was read, he pleaded guilty and was given the option to pay the $200,000 fine or serve 3 months in prison. Bartica resident fined for DUI and other traffic offenses. Carlson Babb, a 32-year-old resident of West Indian Housing Scheme, Bartica, has been fined after pleading guilty to multiple traffic offenses, including driving under the influence of alcohol, DUI. Babb appeared before Magistrate Tariq Mohammed in the Bartica Magistrate Court on Friday, where he faced 3 charges related to traffic violations. Babb was charged with driving a motor vehicle while his breath alcohol level exceeded the prescribed limit, an offense under Section 39A(1) of the Motor Vehicle and Road Traffic Act, Chapter 51:02, as amended by Act No. 17 of 2022. He pleaded guilty and was fined $200,000, with the alternative of serving 3 months in prison. In addition to the DUI charge, Babb faced charges of driving an uninsured motor vehicle and operating an unlicensed motor vehicle. For driving without insurance, contrary to Section 3(1) of the Motor Vehicle and Road Traffic Act, Chapter 51:03, he was fined $25,000. He also pleaded guilty to driving an unlicensed motor vehicle, contrary to Section 22(1) of the Motor Vehicle and Road Traffic Act, Chapter 51:02, and was fined $10,000. Minister Ben outlines new measures to address road safety concerns and reduce fatalities. In response to the rise in road fatalities despite a reduction in accidents, the Ministry of Home Affairs, in collaboration with the Guyana Police Force, GPF, is preparing to implement a series of measures aimed at enhancing road safety and reducing fatalities across the country. During a press conference at the ministry's Brickdam boardroom, Minister of Home Affairs, Robeson Ben, emphasized the urgency of addressing the situation. The situation is one which needs immediate response. We will be implementing and emphasizing more measures with the help of the police. We have been talking about increasing fines and we intend to increase the number of ticketable offenses, Ben stated. Among the strategies being considered is a comprehensive review of existing traffic laws, with the aim of amending legislation to strengthen penalties for dangerous road use. Additionally, the Ministry of Public Works will be involved in enhancing road signage and repairing non-functional traffic lights at critical intersections. The ministry is also targeting awareness efforts for motorcyclists and lorry drivers, who are identified as key groups in road incidents. Sensitization sessions will focus on the importance of helmet use among motorcyclists and curbing reckless driving behaviors by lorry drivers. Most drivers involved in these incidents are between the ages of 18 and 30. Minister Ben highlighted the importance of mutual respect between commuters and law enforcement, underscoring that any form of disrespect towards police officers will not be tolerated. At the current rate, we are going beyond the parameters which would suggest that we have to do much more to curb the situation. We have to implement a robust response which will not allow for this to continue, he emphasized. The new measures are part of a broader government initiative to improve road safety standards and align with international goals for reducing traffic-related deaths. Duo wanted for murder of Aubrey Richardson at Yarrow Cabra. The Guyana Police Force has issued wanted bulletins for Antoine Sampson, 20, and Samuel Brown, 23, in connection with the murder of 61-year-old Aubrey Richardson. The incident occurred on August 24, 2024, during a robbery at a popular shop in Yarrow Cabra, Soesdijk/Linden area. According to reports, Richardson was engaged in a conversation with a friend at the shop when the suspects entered, posing as customers. The assailants then held Richardson at gunpoint, shooting him in the back before robbing the shop owner and fleeing the scene. Richardson later succumbed to his injuries on September 5, 2024. The last known addresses of the suspects are Caneville, Grove, East Bank Demerara, and Yarrow Cabra, Linden Soesdijk Highway, respectively. The Guyana Police Force is urging anyone with information on the whereabouts of Antoine Sampson or Samuel Brown to contact the following numbers: 227-1149, 226-3405, 225-6978, 333-3876, 2258196, or their nearest police station. U.S. Ambassador highlights attention to allegations against Guyana police force. United States Ambassador to Guyana, Nicole Theriault, has stated that the U.S. is closely monitoring the corruption allegations within the Guyana Police Force, GPF. Her comments came during an interview with Demerara Waves Online News on Friday. "We don't want to be providing resources and funding to an organization that has those issues, but, again, they are just allegations at this point," Ambassador Theriault noted. She emphasized that these remain allegations, and the U.S. will observe how the legal proceedings develop before making any decisions regarding future cooperation with the GPF. Despite the ongoing allegations, the U.S. remains committed to its partnership with the GPF, which Ambassador Theriault described as a strong one. She noted that the goal of U.S. support is to build the GPF's capacity and share best practices, which includes the provision of equipment and resources. The allegations focus on Assistant Police Commissioner Calvin Brutus, whose accounts, along with those of his wife Adonica Alder and their minor son, were frozen, totaling $439,024,229 Guyanese dollars, as part of a probe by the Special Organized Crime Unit, SOCU. Court papers indicate that Brutus faces over 240 charges related to transactions worth 800 million Guyanese dollars, which allegedly breached the Anti-Money Laundering and Countering of Financing Terrorism Act, Fiscal Management and Accountability Act, Police Act, and the Integrity Commission Act. This development comes amidst ongoing collaboration between the U.S. and the GPF. On October 17, a meeting between Timothy Semmons, the Regional Security Officer of the U.S. Embassy in Guyana, and Police Commissioner Clifton Hicken focused on technical support and capacity-building initiatives. The discussions included cooperation with U.S. agencies like the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, the Drug Enforcement Administration, DEA, and the International Law Enforcement Academy, ILEA. These initiatives aim to enhance the GPF's operational capabilities, with an emphasis on specialized training, intelligence sharing, and technical resources. The GPF highlighted that the partnership underscores the ongoing commitment to improving the nation's crime-fighting efforts and strengthening law enforcement capabilities. Pedestrians and motorcyclists make up majority of 97 road deaths recorded in 2024. As of this year, 97 people have lost their lives on Guyana's roadways, with pedestrians and motorcyclists accounting for the majority of fatalities. This marks a decrease in road deaths compared to the same period last year, which saw 140 deaths from 118 accidents. Despite the decline, the situation remains critical, prompting Minister of Home Affairs, Robeson Ben, to emphasize the need for immediate action to curb road fatalities. "We need to do much more now to curb the situation. We can't allow this to continue," he stated during a press conference at his Brick Dam office. He highlighted that stricter measures and legislative changes, including heftier fines for traffic offenses and increased collaboration with the Guyana Police Force, will be implemented. Traffic Chief Mahendra Singh noted that speeding, reckless driving, and failure to use safety equipment are leading causes of the accidents. Most of the victims are men aged 18 to 30. Singh also pointed out that many recent accidents involved motorcyclists, especially between Thursday evening and Tuesday evening. Minister Ben announced the launch of the Do the Right Thing campaign aimed at fostering safer road practices and behaviors. The campaign will start with a focus on the upcoming National Road Safety Month in November and will align with the United Nations' Second Decade of Action for Road Safety 2021 to 2030. Guyana aims to achieve the UN target of recording 50 or fewer road deaths annually. Owner of Primo's taxi service remanded to prison on fraud charges. Omika Primo, a 36-year-old business owner of Primo's Import and Primo's Taxi Service, based at Alexander and Charlotte Streets, Georgetown, as well as Central Amelia's ward, Linden, has been remanded to prison following her arrest last Wednesday. She appeared in Georgetown Magistrates Court No. 5 before Magistrate Faith McGusty on Friday, where she faced 13 counts of obtaining by false pretense under Section 194 of the Criminal Law, Offenses, Act, Chapter 801. Primo is accused of obtaining a total of $11.3 million from 13 individuals by falsely claiming ownership and possession of motor vehicles, which she purportedly offered for sale, with promises of delivery on specific dates. During the court appearance, Primo was not required to enter a plea and was remanded to prison. The case has been postponed to November 8, 2024, for further reporting. In addition to the 13 charges, a total of 42 other victims have provided statements to the authorities. Ongoing investigations may result in additional charges being brought against Primo.